and I struggled, but it was still great because it was just so easy back then. You could be 14 and work and live. It's just crazy because my daughter works a full-time job and has to live with my mom, or has to live with somebody to do it these days. So
yeah.
94 was a good time.
Yeah, it was.
There was more albums really. Nirvana, Pink Floyd, Bon Jovi, Green Day, REM, Cranberries, Soundgarden, Celine Dion, Pearl Jam, Rolling Stones, Mariah Carey, Counting Crows, Oasis, Boyz II Men. I mean, there was a lot of albums released in 94, so it was pretty easy, but I just went with what I felt. So my number 5 is from Soundgarden. It's from Super Unknown, and it's Spoonman.
It's so hard not to work that album on.
And there was other songs I wanted to use, but every time you hear that song, it's just Spoonman. There's just something about that, that just makes you feel good. So I think I've used my number 4 before, but I'm still going to use it again because Beastie Boys had an album in 94, and it's from Ill Communication, and it's Sabotage. And
Sabotage.
that's like the song of our generation, or of 94, maybe not our generation, but it was just it was awesome. That whole album was they were kind of a voice of the rebellious teenager,
I think that was right after they left their first album after Def Jam, I think. And I mean, Sabotage is my least favorite Beastie. It's still a good song, but it's my least favorite Beastie Boys song.
It's like my favorite one.
Probably because it was overplayed.
I just love the video. I love, it's just something. Then I just watched not like documentary, but it was like a jam with them, and they talk about that, and that was like one of the most fun they ever had making an album, and had and like full control, and they know they screwed up, and there's a lot of failures in it, but that was like their full control album, and so
no Rick Rubin's. Kevin doesn't like Rick Rubin's. I think he's. I
think he made some good beats and put together. Yeah.
No, I want to be the next Rick Rubin. Sign me up.
This is where it got a little struggle bus, just because there was quite a few, but I had to get Tom Petty on here. Wildflowers, 94. I've used 3, I think, or 2 different songs from this, but this is a great song, and I've never used it. It's Good to Be King.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. I mean, that song.
Whole album.
Oh yeah, that whole album. Yes, and that's what's crazy is like those. Not even only really 1 or 2 from there are kind of probably on his greatest hits. And then you're like, oh crap, but then he's just one of those ones. I mean, we've done him, and we could do him again, and we could probably do him again, and it would be easy. We could do him. We could do 90s him, or 80s him, 90s him, 2000. It would be pretty easy. So
he was generationally awesome.
Yeah. Freaking F you, fentanyl. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to say F you, fentanyl, but Tom Petty's just one of them that just F you, fentanyl.
Yeah.
For real. My number 2. I don't have any numbers on these, so this is all on the fly. We're gonna go 9 Inch Nails. I don't even have the album on this one, but Closer.
Downward Spiral. I think they had 2 albums.
Yeah, they did have 2 that year, but the Closer, that's probably their biggest one too. But that's the one that I like. Me and my buddies would all be jamming at a band, or the dance, or at a wherever. That was just one you walk through the hall, and that one could just start up. So that's my number 2.
Sweet.
And my number 1, and I think I've used this one before too. It's from Purple, from STP, and it's Vaseline.
Yeah. It's hard not to work on as well.
Yeah. STP, we've even done. Oh, no, we did. Wyland or whatever.
Yeah.
But I did a bunch of STP, and that's just a great song. And that again, that's one, like these songs. There was a ton of songs I found like I kind of forgot about that made my favorites, if that makes sense. But this was one that completely brings me back to 94. Closer completely I know when that song comes on, I kind of remember where I was hearing that song in 94.
Oh yeah.
So
everywhere though, that one.
Yep.
Yeah, good list.
That's my list. And I'm sticking to it.
That was a good list.
Mm-hmm.